Nobody's here yet, so
Nope.
I need to share it up too.
Out here. I need to go into the.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. I don't know where everybody is, but I'm sure you'll be here in a second, and I'm going to share it out, so hopefully people will know we're live. Sorry about the echo for a second.
Yep. I'm doing the same thing here.
Yeah. There we go. Come on, you.
Oh, great. You just got a 31-minute ad popped up. And that's that David Jeremiah. Skip.
That's too long. That's not right. They do that on Rumble. I've noticed too. I've been watching some of yours, and some of the ads are really short, and then some of them are like super long. And I watch them, but in this kind of thing, you don't want to deal with them,
Yeah.
So, two people here.
Yep.
Say hello if you're here. Let us know who you are. So, how was your day?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cold as heck.
Mm.
And hang on, let me get switched over to the right one here. There we go. I had YouTube up here and that there, so I was looking there. Yeah, the temperatures this morning was, it's just, it was cold. Like tonight, it's supposed to get down to 21. The high tomorrow is 40. Well, the high today was 36.
That's not good.
And the high on Friday is 36, and it's supposed to snow on Friday.
Oh my goodness.
It was supposed to snow today.
Yeah.
We just stayed a little bit
today. Yeah. Our low was 50. Tonight is 45.
I tried to do a video yesterday, what I got from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened up the box, and it's like, oh, this is not what I ordered.
Oh no!
I ordered a camera with a hot shoe microphone on it.
Oh.
And they sent one with a corded one.
The
corded ones seems to have a problem picking up radio frequencies and stuff from the fluorescent bulbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I sent that back, and timing was perfect. I put it in a bag because it was wet and kind of drizzly. Stuck it out there. Went to the bathroom, came back out, and I heard the truck out front. Opened the door, and he was coming up with carrying boxes down to me. So,
yeah,
I did get a new tripod.
Oh, cool! Nice.
4 little legs on it. I've already put the top piece here on for my Kindle.
Yeah.
But it's what I think is kind of neat about this. Get it here. Pull this up, and crank this around.
Ah. See, that's what I have to use when Chris is filming with me.
But yeah,
I need it really tall.
Yeah.
But then, hi, LG. Nice to see you.
So I think that was fairly cheap too. That wasn't a really expensive one, but it's got stronger legs than my cheap one I have, which was this one here.
Yeah.
Which this is my first tripod I got, and it would blow over and stuff. But when you try to pop these open, the space back here, if you're not careful, you pinch your finger.
Oh.
Like maybe a blood blister, trying to pop these things open. And
not good.
This other one's really nice.
I just ordered a tripod, not a tripod, a stand for in my car for holding my phone. Because I was trying to film when I went out to see Stephanie. I was trying to film from there, and it didn't work out very good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I need something to hold my phone while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Because all these pretty leaves in the fall, it's like you want to film it, but you don't want to be in trouble. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so we had fun filming that. And then Steph didn't want to be on film, so I didn't get her on film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tripod I got it's 33% off.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of being $49.99, it was $33.29,
Hi, Green Granny.
which
Good to
is
see
not
you,
bad.
Denise.
Hey, Denise. All right, and get that there. But yeah, I'd spotted they had a camera there, and they
Mm-hmm.
since I sent the other one back, I went and looked at it, and they changed the photo. Because it saves it in your on Amazon chain, saves it in your orders there, and they changed everything on it.
Oh,
So what the link wasn't even the same to the same camera.
oh no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So now I'm trying to find another hot shoe one that I can
So what is
order.
a hot shoe camera?
Huh?
What is a hot shoe?
Okay. So a hot shoe on. All right. I can play this one. This one here does not have a shoe at all. Let me get up here. Does not have a shoe up here at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now a shoe is where you can slide stuff on.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so like
Hey, people,
now a hot shoe is
please share us
integrated
out, guys. Sorry.
into the camera, so you don't have to have cords and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Most of like from your old your regular film cameras and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
when they had a hot shoe, you didn't have to have cord coat plugged down in to make the flash.
Okay.
All right, so it was I can't even say the word right. Internal, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
into the system, so that when you push the button, it flashed. Well, on a video camera, we have you can have multiple extensions off of a hot shoe, and the good ones you can put multiples on it. So you can have like the flash up above and an external microphone, and everything works through it.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to get one that just so had an external external microphone hot shoe, so I could put an external microphone on there and it would work. And what was on there, okay, and I clicked and I ordered the one that I wanted, and what they shipped was something different. And when I went back in to see, they had changed everything on it.
Oh no.
It didn't even look like what I had ordered.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I was a little bit disappointed yesterday.
So if you guys could share us out, that would be great, because not everybody knows we're out here, obviously. Sometimes that happens. It doesn't share us.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And it's probably going to take a while for the new schedule to get through to everybody.
Yeah.
Did you put it on the mod chat?
No, I didn't.
Hang on a second here.
Because
let me go throw that in there on the mod chat.
I think I finally figured out how I can get back in there. But I have to do it on my phone. I still can't get on my computer. And now I can't even share like anything out on my computer. So,
that's weird.
Yeah. So there's something going on. I don't know if it's a virus or something, but it won't let me get into Facebook. It won't let me change the email or the password, so I can get in. So it let me make a new one. So now there's one out there that I don't know how to delete.
Oh, once you create a Facebook page, you can't delete it.
Oh, crap. So now there's one out there with my name on it. It's not me. Well, it's not me. I'm not using it. So.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is, that's what I had to do. I have one with just Gil on it, and one with my full name on it. So, yeah, there's a couple of those out there. So, all right, I put it.
Maybe it's because it has that same email address as my old one. But I can use it on my phone.
They won't let you create a new one using the same email address.
Yeah. So something's funny here.
Yeah. Yeah, weird.
Change the password on your phone. Well, it's not on my phone that the problem is. It's the computer.
So
So, which stinks because I like to take care of all those sharings and all of that stuff on my computer when I'm doing stuff. And I
yeah,
used to share, like, when you have an Amazon affiliate link, you can like share stuff out on Facebook and YouTube and all of that stuff. So
now it's not letting you access Facebook.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
It's our abundant life. Hey.
hey, Abundant Life, how you doing? Good to see you in here.
Yeah.
So we had to fire one of our contractors today.
Uh-oh.
Not the main one, the plumber. We kept on calling him because we were ready for him to come out and do the roughed-in plumbing. Wouldn't answer our calls. So I think we found a replacement today, but so that was hard. That was like, delays things because
Yeah.
we need that roughed-in plumbing. We want the contractor, the plumber, to do the roughed-in plumbing too, because then it's all together and they follow it better than, I mean, the housing person can do the roughed-in plumbing, but it saves us on our house, especially since it's part of the bid in the plumbing bid. So they can take that off, but a lot of plumbers don't like it when they do it because they sometimes mess it up. So, and then they have to go change it and dig into your concrete and cha-ching. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things having been a general engineering contractor, I will never have a house that has a slab floor.
Right.
I had many friends that had slab floors and stuff there in California. And they get these, it's like 20 years down the line is when they start having problems.
Yeah.
And usually it's with the metal piping that they have problems first.
Oh, okay.
So if your plumber is using PEX pipe for the plumbing in the concrete, that's better. One of my friends said that when he was building one, he just had the plumber use a sleeve in the concrete pipe and had the they had the other. So basically, they used like inch or inch and a quarter PEX pipe, and on inside of that they ran the real PEX pipe. So if something happened, they could just pull it out and pull some new stuff right on in right behind it.
And that's all the housing place will do. They won't run that piping in there, and so it's like a double thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's been interesting.
Yeah, because sometimes even with PEX pipe, when they're working the concrete and stuff, and the concrete's being poured around it, not all rock and concrete is smooth. A lot of it is broken aggregate, so stuff can poke things and stuff as it's going in at first. But
are you a plumber or just a builder?
Class A general engineering contractor, which means I have to know how to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
From the original grade work, the earthwork, the underground construction, which is the sewer, water, everything underground. Foundations, building, everything else. Generally in California, there's the Class A, which is the general engineering, and the Class B, which is the general building. They're going to be putting a like housing tract office building, homes and stuff. A general builder gets the contract for that, but they'll contract out to a general engineering to do all the underground work because they can't do the underground work.
My husband's the general contractor for our build.
Uh-huh.
And so he's just getting a bunch of subs to do the work. So
yeah. And when general engineering contractors do building, it's usually railroading, water treatment plants, sewer treatment plants, non-inhabited buildings. You know,
I see.
the big stuff. Then that's the stuff that generally they do in California. And any type of state contracts are given. State contracts are given to general engineering, not general builders.
Yeah.
And if it's a bit another like office building or whatever, they'll still give it to a general engineering with the proviso that the state approves the subcontractor as a general building to do the building.
Yeah.
It's the way California, kind of keeps things in line and honest all the way around, which I really kind of like. Because California's Department of Consumer Affairs, which does all the licensing, is great at nailing scab companies. Like when the earthquake happened in San Francisco Bay Area, they pulled their inspectors from Southern California up to Northern California, and they nailed hundreds of out-of-state scam companies coming in to, they're coming, collect the insurance money and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And they nailed hundreds of them.
Good to know, Tibor. Yeah, that makes sense because you don't want the water to run underneath and freeze the pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes, for on a slab, if you have bathrooms and kitchens on that slab, a lot of times the water comes up through is done in the slab to get to some, especially like for toilets and stuff, because they're away from the wall. That water's got to run through the slab generally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless your plumber's going to do a lot of work running it through the walls.
No.
And that's a pain.
No. It's running through the slab.
Yeah. Now, one of the things you can do as a bonus, and maybe a little late to get this in there. My neighbor across the street did it. My wife was thinking about doing it here, but it just, the way everything went together was kind of prohibitive for us. Mm-hmm. Is he laid the half-inch PEX, a bunch of it, in this concrete slab of his patio. Big patio he did in the back.
Yeah. And
he ran 3 different fields of it. And he's getting a wood-burning, one of those outdoor boiler ones. Mm-hmm. So in the wintertime, he can stoke that sucker up and pump warm water through his pad. So it snows.
You know how much that costs now?
It runs off, and it's gone. Well, some people are doing that they'll run that in the bathrooms. Yeah. And in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, big time. We've had that bid.
Yeah.
Let's just say, it's not in the budget.
Curtis did it himself. He did it all himself. He did all.
Right. We don't have. Unfortunately, we don't have the time.
Yeah.
Because Chris has to work. So, if Chris wasn't working, we wouldn't have the money. So it's like.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Yeah. If there's any extra money in the budget, it's going towards outbuilding of some kind, like a barn or a shop.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
One of the things to consider for making a barn, is to plan on doing a 4-inch slab. Wait for me to unfreeze here. Do a 4-inch slab, however wide you want it, but 40 feet deep. Get a couple 40-foot cargo containers, drop it on the outside edges of it, and then build your roof up over that. You automatically have 2 rodent-proof containers out there to do stuff in. And actually, Mabel, I'm not sure if Mabel's cab, if Mabel's under how tall Mabel is. If
Mabel's pretty tall. I don't know how tall she is though either.
If Mabel is will fit in what's called a high cube. Most
Mm-hmm.
cargo containers are less. It says 8 foot, and a high cube's another foot higher.
Yeah.
You
We already have a cargo container, but it's in Oregon and it's full
Yeah.
of shop gear.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to get that stuff so that we can use it to build on the property.
Yeah.
So we already have one. I forget
And
how
so,
long it is. It's
yeah,
not very-
and once you have the pad, you drop a couple of those on there. You build a back wall with a door on it, front wall with a door on in between, and
Mhm.
up, and then you got stuff like when I this next spring on the other side of the shop here, I'm gonna have the same contractors in my driveway do a 26 by 40 foot pad on the side there, and then an angle triangle piece to match up to the driveway. I'm going to pull my 2 cargo containers from across the street, put them over there, and that
Okay.
allows me to have an 8-foot gap between the shop and the first cargo container. The second cargo container will have about a 2-foot gap between it. And actually, I may cheat the first one, so it's only like 6 foot between the shop and the first one. Give me a 4-foot gap in there. And I can park my the ride-on mower in there, the lawn mowers, all other stuff, in between the different ones and stuff. And I can use one of those cargo containers just for firewood.
Okay.
And so I have it where I can just open it up, and when they deliver the firewood, I just use my tractor, pick it up, run it in there, dump it. I don't have to get off and pick up any wood at all. I just fill that thing full. The only time I got to handle the firewood is to bring it in the house.
Right.
Because right now I had to handle it, to load the wheelbarrow, take it into the shop, take it out of the wheelbarrow, stack it against the wall. Then I got to take it off the wall, haul it in the house. And so that's one of the things that I finally convinced my wife that, hey, either we're getting a gas furnace in here, or the cargo containers are coming over here, and one of them is going to be used for firewood.
Mm-hmm. We have clay soil.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yep. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Um,
But we have 4 inches of rock and then the slab on top of the rock.
yeah. Are they doing a 6-inch or 4-inch slab?
I don't know.
How thick were those were the boards? Were they 2x4s or 2x6s?
2x4s.
Probably doing a 4-inch slab.
Yeah. With footers.
Yeah. Okay.
And they've already dug the footers. There's a
Cool.
video coming out. So we're ready for plumbing, but then calling the plumbing guy 3 days in a row, no answer. Chris is like, he better be dead. Because he knew we were going to call him soon.
Yeah.
So.
It's for the 4th call. You're fired.
Yep. So, unfortunately, when you're waiting this long to make things happen, it's like.
Yeah. Tomorrow, my the electrician's supposed to come to do the heat tape in the gutters, and on the north side of the house, he's doing the zigzag pattern along the bottom 2 feet of the roofing, to make sure everything melts off the roof there at the bottom part there. The south side's not so bad because the sun melts that off fairly quick. The north side is where I was getting problems of ice buildup, whereas it would melt off the house, come down. As it got past the wall of the house on the eaves, it would start to refreeze. And that was causing problems. Hey, Hudson.
Hey, Hudson, if you could share us out, that would be great. I need to go see Hudson. We need to plan that. Keep on saying that, but I really need to do it. Really need to get over there. Now that we have no gardening stuff going on.
Yeah.
Or very little gardening stuff going on. It's a lot easier to get out and do things. So.
Okay. Yeah, so Tibor was asking about the septic system.
Yeah, we have the septic system ready to go.
Is
The
that
guy
the same?
ready to go for that, huh?
Is that different than the house plumber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're just waiting for our phone call for our well guy. It should be any day now. So we're excited about that. So I'm ready to run over there and film that. I think that's going to be so fun to film. So, um,
Um, when you're getting your the sewage put in,
mhm.
I think I mentioned to you about doing the what's called the bullhorn clean out. Yeah,
Yeah.
put the two of them in there.
Mhm.
Um,
They're going to do that.
okay. You may want to think about just for future and plan ahead now because it makes it easier. Is where on that if on that same side of the house you might want to put a gravel pad or a cement pad for parking an RV or a travel trailer, and put in a clean out or a thing for a dump station from the sewer line.
Mm.
That way, travel trailer can come. Someone comes visit you for a week or whatever. In their travel trailer or RV, they can just run their hose and right in, and yeah,
It's a good idea. I don't know
yeah,
if we'll do it, but it's a good
but
idea.
yeah,
Well, I'm thinking about when I think about that, I think about our tiny home, as a place for people to stay. If we do that, right now it's a storage space. It's
right.
still sitting there on its on its
On the
big boulders
logs,
on the logs. And we got the door straightened out, so that's cool.
yeah.
Because that got warped as the tire, because
As it went like this.
yeah. But hey, Chris and I did it.
Yeah,
Chris and I and Mabel and two Jacks. So what can you say?
yeah.
It happened. I still can't believe we moved that thing. Kind of blown away by that video. It's just kind of crazy. So I don't know if you guys have seen that. That's a crazy video. I should share it in the chat. It's one of those. We moved. Hey,
Hey, Janice.
it's not letting me add you. Okay.
Boom.
Wyatt Family Farms here, but it won't let me add her.
Huh.
Oh
Our
my
Abundant Life
goodness. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they just gave you a big one there.
Wow, thank you. My goodness. I appreciate that so much.
StreamYard's not letting you add Courtney
Fishes. Yeah,
or
Courtney.
Fishes.
Courtney.
Courtney.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So when you can't even click on her, you click on her face, nothing's happening.
Yeah, well,
Down below?
it's not her face, it's just her icon.
I
And
mean,
she's
also,
muted. She's muted too, so maybe she's doing it for some reason. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. It's very expensive building a house, so we appreciate it. That money goes towards that, so every little bit helps.
private chat on.
Oh, add to stream.
Huh.
Audio only. I understand that, but it's not letting me add her. You might want to come up again, Wyatt. Wiley Family Farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I mean, almost made me cry. I don't expect that. And so when it happens, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe
Yeah.
that.
Super chats and stuff are amazing. I mean, just like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's so kind. Okay, now let's try it. No. My goodness, why?
It says, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Well,
It says audio only for some reason.
Well, I didn't want to show my face because I'm eating. But
you should be able to just. Did you click something to say add audio only?
No.
Huh.
That's what it says every time I click on you. It says audio only. So we can hear you.
Is your camera disabled, Courtney?
Yeah.
So
that's why. You need to have the camera enabled, but then have the avatar come up.
Yeah.
Well, you guys still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Hi, everybody.
So that is Courtney from White Farms, everybody.
Yeah.
Boys.
We have a poltergeist in the house.
Yeah, I was going to say the disembodied voice. This is what happens when you hang out at cemeteries, folks. You become a disembodied voice.
How is she volume wise? To me, she sounds a little soft.
She sounds okay to me.
Okay.
She's a little soft, but not too bad.
Oh, wow. LG says, hello, mystery voice.
Sorry, I'm eating fish and macaroni and cheese right now.
Oh, what an excellent combination. I would never picture those two together.
Have you ever heard of tuna mac casserole?
I have, and I've had it, so I guess so. I used to make stuff like that when I was when I was a single mom. Let's just say that.
Tibor says he can hardly hear her, or well, she's under volume. So,
well,
yeah,
I have to get some hearing aids
because I can't turn her up because she's not on the screen, so I can't turn her up.
So weird.
That is weird. So.
Oh, guess what? You just got another one here. Another $2.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh, Laura, question.
Yes.
When are you going to do channel memberships?
I don't know how to do them. I'm gotten halfway through it.
Okay. I had that same problem at first. One thing is create just a video. Don't upload it. Just create a video like talking about it, things, whatever, explain whatever, and get that ready. And then you just gotta just pre-make some
emojis.
And basically, what I did for my emojis, I just took stuff and I created a. I used PowerPoint to do it. And I took whatever I wanted.
You're crazy.
Our abundant life has gone super chat crazy.
My goodness. Oh.
And I created some, and the thing I discovered once I create it, even though I do it in PowerPoint, it's going to come off looking like we do on the screen wide. Mm-hmm. Well, then I go into Photo Editor and do it square, turn it square, and I adjust it so it's just the right size I want. And then I save it as that square, and because that makes it loading the emojis in a lot easier. Mm-hmm. And then I just once I had those ready, I started going boom, boom, and just finally blew everything out. I finally got off my duff and did it.
See, I don't know how to make the emojis either, so that's the.
We can get together sometime and do a private like this, and then I can share the other screen. And if you have some pictures or something you want as emojis, if you may email them to me, then I can make them. We can make sure they're right. And then once I have them squared and set, I can just email them back to you.
Oh, okay.
Then they're ready for you to load up.
Hey, Gear.
Okay. Hey, Gear. Yeah, isn't that nice? Oh my goodness, another one.
Yeah, it's now $26 worth of super chats.
Oh my goodness, you're silly. I love you. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, I need to do memberships. Of course, one of them I was going to use, of course, is the hedgehog, right?
Uh-huh.
And so and then I was going to do the double hedgehog,
Mhm.
like two hedgehogs facing each other or something like that. Oh my goodness.
I hope you planned on doing that, and that's not just an accident
Redoing
reloading
it.
there.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Wow.
fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Hey, Mojo.
Hey,
Hey,
Mojo. Good
Mojo.
to see you.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to say, I forgot to load the other one there. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom.
Yeah, because I was going to do, real simple memberships like $1.99, simple ones,
Yeah.
But, I was thinking about what I should do for perks, and probably, just videos that would come out earlier on like the property or something like that.
Or a lot of still photos off the property.
Yeah, a lot of still photos of, like the first pets that enter the property and the first garden pieces and the first, house pictures and, a lot of that stuff. So it's good to see you, Mojo. I haven't been over for a while either. I need to get over to see you too. And I need to get over to other people's lives and Hudson's. And we have been so busy with this house build. Once I start kicking in gear, it's like, oh, we got so much to do.
I took a couple days of a break from like YouTube and stuff. I just needed a break. After pooping, I was exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear ya. Poo-pooing was fun.
Yeah. Tuesday morning was busy for me. I had to put all the ghosts to bed I had here.
Yeah.
All my ghosts and ghouls went away.
I can't do weekends when Chris is like, literally like that weekend, he was only home one whole day.
Aww.
And it's like, and so it really stinks. I'm sure you understand, Gil, not having your wife hardly ever there. And so it's like, and we're newlyweds, and so it really stinks. So, yeah. So.
Oh shoot! I forgot to go do that. The Powerball is $1.2 billion.
Oh, I heard about that.
What's your chances of winning?
Yeah.
None if you don't play.
Yeah.
I was gonna run up to Shelley to the grocery store and buy 5 tickets.
My husband was mad at me because I made fish. He hates fish. The entire house smells of fish.
Even though you guys go fishing together?
Yep. Yeah. He hates fish.
My goodness.
It smells in here. It smells in here. Well.
My husband's the same way about bacon. He doesn't like bacon cooking in the house. And so I had to cook that soup when he wasn't home that I made because it starts with bacon in it. It's so good. Oh my goodness, that is the best soup I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I did figure out though on that 1.2 billion, if you hit it, what was that number again? It was $749 million.
My goodness.
After taxes.
Yeah, I could live with that,
Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah, sure.
I could pay off my property and put a mansion on it.
I'll be right back. My dog barking 1 moment.
Yeah. I looked at it as like, yeah, okay. I can buy all the farmland surrounding the city here, probably about a half mile out, buy it all. Yeah.
Sorry, my husband's texting me.
Oh. Hey, Tibor, even a $1 million one, like one of those $1 million, second or third place winners, yeah.
If I won,
if I had that $1 million, my wife would quit her job and move up here.
If we won $1 million, my husband could quit his job.
Yep.
Son went to church with his grandma.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And he likes it a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah. He dances and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. And they allow him, because they have like a really big like altar area,
yeah.
band and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There he sits on the step and
Aw.
allow him to do what he wants, really. But
Yeah, that's
Right.
really cute.
hmm
Janice, Courtney's on here. No photo, just sound only.
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
She's an disembodied voice.
Oh yeah.
No,
This is-
you got to use the right term. Disembodied spirit.
Disembodied. Oh, yes. It's because she hangs out at cemeteries. This is what happens.
This is what-
Just kidding.
I'm never gonna live down the cemetery thing, am I?
No, I got to tease you.
Yeah, I didn't know we could do that either, Janice. I mean, it's like having voices only.
Yeah.
I didn't do that either.
Yeah, I think it's something funky, but
Yeah.
but you don't have your camera on, so maybe that's
Maybe
really it.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that there's like nothing up there at all, though.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even a space holder. Okay.
Hello, welcome to the chat.
I'm trying
Gardner.
to figure out how to pronounce that.
Yeah, me too.
Precaution. Pescanarian?
Pescanarian gardener? What does that mean? What does your name mean? That's
I'm going
really,
to look it up.
a vegetarian that only eats fish?
is it?
That eats, that's their only meat. They-
Oh, okay.
Someone who chooses a vegetarian diet, but also eats fish and other seafood.
Oh, okay.
It's largely a
Welcome in.
plant-based diet of whole grains, nuts, legumes, and produce and healthy fats, with seafood playing the key role as a main protein source. Cool.
Okay. I hope you live near the water somewhere so you can get lots of good protein in there. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, we're just chatting about house stuff mainly, just what we're working on. So, yeah, I can't wait to get once we get all dried in. It's gonna be so.
T-Boy's comment. Sorry, I just found it hilarious.
I would if Cincinnati wasn't like far away.
No, he said because you're a disembodied spirit right now, he wants you to go do some investigation.
Yeah, tell us about life out there. Oh my goodness.
In Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you got a lot of good seafood out there.
And a lot of good haunts too. Savannah's supposed to be a very haunted city. With
Yeah.
all the ghost tours and everything else going on there.
Oh, Courtney disappeared.
Maybe she's done eating and she's going to get her body back and come up.
Yeah. We lost our ghost. She's not in the chat anymore. Savannah, Georgia. I know some other people in Savannah. Do you guys know Black's Tropical Homestead? They're also in Georgia. I don't know where exactly, but they're in Georgia.
Yes,
Yes,
Jeff Branham's first wife was born in Savannah.
Mm.
That's why he did his first show there. He gave one of the reasons is that it's a haunted city, and my first wife was born here.
Oh,
That's what he
cool!
said.
You know them, yeah. They were actually we were in a live together today on my channel. So, yeah. You can share your channel out if you type the words love in the chat. It will share your channel out, guys. Don't forget that.
Mhm.
So, which I love that we can share each other's channels out. That's why I did that. So um, then it's not a burden on anybody to try to find all those channels and all of that stuff. It's just easy. Then I can go to your channel too.
Yeah, and
There it is.
yeah.
But of course, it's not letting me do it because I have to go on the other part.
All right.
Yeah, I got to check out your channel later. Awesome. 105 subscribers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it looks like she's got a great channel, guys. A lot of good gardening.
Lemon squash,
And deer in her front yard, and lemon squash, and lots
raspberries,
of
and lettuce.
Looks like you're doing some cardboard down, so experimenting with some gardening. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you guys go check her out. I will subscribe later when I can watch. Well, I'll subscribe now and I'll click on it. Then I'll come back and watch some videos because it looks very interesting. That's awesome. Very interesting. I love that. Sweet. No, Sherry and her husband are great people. Great people. I love them. So you'll probably go to their little soil brother sister conference. I forget the name of that one. I was thinking about going down. Hi, how you doing? I was thinking about going down with maybe.
Okay, you guys can hear me still?
The ghost is back.
Yeah, I don't at all, so I don't understand it. I don't know.
Hey, sifting some soil. Good to see you in here. Hey, Grace and Fire. Good to see you in here.
Hello, folks.
Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, sifting soil and Grace and Fire. If you guys write love in the chat, it will share out your links, and then people can get to your channel.
It's the Bob.
The Bobster. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
He said, "Where am I? Where are you?"
I don't know where you are, Bob. You're in a strange place.
Bob is no longer in the meth haven. He moved to a different neighborhood.
Grace and Fire, if you want to come up and visit, and some other people, you guys can come up too. As long as you show your face. I know pretty much everybody in the chat. So. Twilight Zone. Yes. Bob, we have a ghost in here. I think I can speak to her. Are you still there, ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, let me stand up. Sit down, wave my arms. Okay. It will probably count. My watch told me to stand up, so you know how that goes.
Exercise. 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3, and 4. Out and in and a cool. Oh.
Howie, hey, how you doing? Food Forest Permaculture. Good to see you in here. Yeah, there you go, Grace and Fire.
Oh. Yeah.
I love it when it works. Every once in a while, it doesn't want to work. The whole Nightbot thing with the chat thing, but most of the time it does. Hey, Huga!
CB!
CB is in the house. Bob, are you coming up? Are you afraid of this ghost we have in our chat over here? I know how you are. You'll just send Bigfoot after her.
Yeah. Yeah, I cut up another one of my IBC totes yesterday. Made a couple
Mhm.
planters out of it, and some of the wood that they brought for my firewood had
Mhm.
been there for over last winter. It overwintered, and I'm forgetting the word again. It's not cured. It's seasoned. So it's
Oh,
seasoned
okay.
over the winter. But between the bark,
Hold on, he just spilled his frosty everywhere.
the bark between it, it had a lot of breakdown of mass between the bark and the wood. And
Mhm.
so when I was peeling that off because I didn't want any bugs coming in the house, and
Right.
there was a lot of almost like mulch, powder in there.
Mhm.
And so I got a nice pile of it out there. And the one thing I'm going to load tomorrow, I'm going to be shoveling all that stuff into one of the containers with some of the bark and stuff. And I got a couple bags of manure from the dairy I'm going to put on top of it, just let it overwinter that way and cook and break down. And that next spring I'll have some really good soil that has a lot of the biomass from the bark and stuff in there, plus all the manure. So if my wife can get we'll start an orange seed from the good tree we have and get a small tree growing. Boom, that's going in next year because I can move that in and out of the shop. I can move it in when the freezes come, and I can move it out when it's a warm day, and I'll have oranges year round.
And even if it's a bigger tree, you can trim it so that it stays small and will fruit.
Well, all right, this tree was my mom's, and it was in a half 55-gallon barrel for about 10 years.
Oh wow!
And it was about from including the half barrel and stuff, it was about 5 feet tall, and it was a thing. But it didn't produce that many oranges, but they were big oranges with nice thick skin. So you grab it and just peel it all off at once.
Sweet! Yeah,
it was sweet too.
Yeah.
And when we put it in the ground after my mom died, the first year it grew a little bit. Second year it went and started producing a lot of oranges.
Yeah. Bob, I emailed you the link. It's also in the chat above. So I don't know if you can come up, but so yeah.
Yeah, there weren't any carpenter ants. Carpenter ants aren't a thing up here in Idaho, at least this section of Idaho. It was just that it was sitting there in the with all the moisture and stuff, and we have a lot of the little beetles and stuff around that were getting in there, and the other little earwigs and stuff, and it was it was just I could tell it by the powder stuff. I mean, it was like, oh, this is going to be good growing material. You could just tell when you touched it.
Right.
I mean, this is stuff Howie would love.
Yeah. Howie's a great gardener.
And the bark is starting to break down too. So one more, with the bark's put the bark on the bottom, everything else on top of it, and the manure and everything else in there. And I'll throw in a cup of gypsum in on it, so I get the calcium into the soil, into that soil and stuff. Oh, it'll be great.
Yeah. So what I need to get is a bunch of gypsum. But I'm putting a lot of eggshells in my compost, which takes a long time. So I probably need to start with some gypsum and
one of the master gardeners back in California told my wife, you get one of those like a little coffee, like a Cuisinart coffee thing. You put stuff in there, he said you put the eggshells in that, break it up, it breaks it almost to a powder.
Yeah.
And then you put it out there, and it speeds up the time that it gets assimilated into the soil.
Right. That's what I used to do, but some people have some issues with smells, and it's not going to work out.
Well, that's why you. Hey, Bob.
Hey, guys.
That's why we need a shop.
Yeah.
Well, or also a small garden shed.
Yeah.
What does gypsum do? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I heard you mention
is calcium.
Mm-hmm.
Calcium. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's natural calcium. and you can buy bags. 1, 5, 10, 20-pound bags of active, fast acting gypsum at Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, and stuff. And you put it in like a seed spreader or a fertilizer spreader. You'll push behind one and broadcast it over your lawn, and it gets in there. And when I did that last spring, and we had a lot less dandelions.
Yeah.
However, I also found out that I need to do it at least twice a year because the soil around here just kind of just absorbs it up, breaks it.
Yeah.
I see.
And then the soil's screaming, we need more calcium because it's so alkali. And then about in the end of the summer,
I'll be right back, guys.
The dandelions came back, and the dandelions were just prolific again. And so what I do is go out there on the riding mower. I go slow because it blows the off the motor, the heat and everything out front, and it chases all the bees away. And then I can mow the dandelions without getting any bees. And
Hi, Bob.
What's up, Corky? How you doing, darling?
Fine. My son went to church and they went to Wendy's afterwards and brought home my son a Frosty, right?
Right on.
Oh, he spilled it like all over himself. And then he's upset that the Frosty is no longer there. Well,
it's gone. Yeah. That's what kids do. Kids do what kids do.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to laugh, but I've been through that stuff. I raised 4 kids,
Yeah. I was across the street with my grandsons because the one let the dog out. My daughter had to go look for the dog because that dog will not come anywhere near me when she's loose. So my daughter was out doing it. So I was watching the boys over there, and I finally, I got.
So we lost Laura and Gil.
Gil just took a dump. Yeah.
Disembodied voice. Look at that.
But when I stopped my camera to step down to go to the bathroom, it took me down.
So that's why I'm not up there.
Yeah. So it's not you, Courtney. It's StreamYard.
Probably have to go out and come back in, huh?
She's done that, and it's done the same thing.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so I sat the boys all down, and I turned on Disney Channel, and I went digging into the archives, and I pulled up Sleeping Beauty. No, not Sleeping, Snow White and the Seven
Snow
Dwarfs.
White.
Okay. And they were all getting out to be able to sing, man. And then all of a sudden, when the huntsman set her free, she was running through the woods, and all the trees kind of came to life. They're all like, "Ooh, spooky!"
It is pretty spooky. That's a spooky movie.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just it's cool.
It's not a cartoon,
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a fun cartoon. It's really not,
Hey, it's the Brothers Grimm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a Brothers Grimm tale.
All right,
which is
I gotta get my son's teeth brushed into bed here, and it's going wild. So
okay.
All right, talk to you later.
All right. See you later.
Courtney.
See you later, Courtney. And but this is the first time they've ever seen one of the old ones. So another time I'll probably play Sleeping Beauty, and then I'll do Snow White. I mean, Snow White, Cinderella, and Mr. Toad's Adventures of Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Because the one kid, Danny, just loves Halloween. He goes, anything Halloween on TV, he wants to watch it. And when he saw the little he goes, "Oh, Halloween!" Mr. Toad, he'll think it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Toad and something else. It's the actual name of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be the only reason I would go back down to California to Disneyland is to take Danny through Fantasyland for all the old original rides from Disneyland to go through on.
I would bet LG that they are more scary reading the books than when your mind fills in all those characters than actually seeing the characters put in by something else, because I think they dull them down in the movies and stuff. So your mind could go really wild with that. Especially reading it before bed as a kid, I couldn't imagine.
Not a good idea. Some of those are
Not a
not
good-
pleasant tales, man. What was that spin-off from Snow White? The one who the movie starred Angelina Jolie, or what was the name of that character?
Oh, that was the for the Snow White was Snow White and the Huntsman, and then the Huntsman and the Winter Witch or something like that was the second one.
Well, there was one where Angelina Jolie played the part of.
Yeah, I know what you.
That was a good movie.
That
really shows how scary.
Maleficent. That was
Maleficent.
That really shows how really scary these characters were, or written to be. You know.
I got this.
Oh,
Lizzie Borden.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
And I'm gonna
What do
read
you think? Do you think she did it?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I'm still on another book. So as soon as I finish my other book, I'll get into that. I think she did it, but what I know of it. But we'll hear her story, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, this is from her point of view. So.
Oh, that's her book?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
It's just a remake of her old one.
Wow.
So it should be interesting.
Yeah, I know we're kind of off track here, but I've looked into it as much as I can on YouTube. I did people researching and on and on and on. Yeah, those crimes were committed by someone who hated them.
Yes.
These were not just plain murders. They were a hate crime.
A crime of passion.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yes.
Because for her to do 40 whacks, that's how the song goes, but I don't, you know, we'll see if that's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, yeah, somebody who had some passion to hate them.
Well, I'm trying to remember, and I could be totally wrong, folks. This one, I'll admit, I could be totally wrong. There was talking about her and, you know, giving her mother 41 when she saw what she had done. She gave her father 41 or whatever. That some psychologist had done stuff and was positive that she was a totally abused person by her parents.
That would make sense if she did it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she did. She was there. She had the opportunity. All that. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like when a woman's been abused by a man and then she unloads a gun into him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
or burns to bed.
Yeah, I mean, there's horrible things women do in those instances, but
and that style of killing fits a woman because many times women will poison.
Yeah.
And this was while they were both the dad was asleep. He's taking an afternoon nap and killed the mom upstairs, and she just pummeled her mom's head in.
Yeah. Yep, scary stuff.
Are you going to be all right after reading that, Laura?
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have my Bible next to it, so.
Yeah, there you go. Or wait till the weekend when your husband's home.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't.
Oh, I just had the most hilarious thought. The way my mind's working. Wait till your husband's home. You guys got to be. You're sitting there reading it, and he looks over there and he goes, "I'm sleeping in another room here."
Yeah.
There is no other room for him to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Well, there is another room, but it's no bed in there. So
I'm going out sleeping in the car.
Harvey brings
Hey,
the truck home.
Barry.
Hey, Barry. Good to see you.
Phone is being dumb in a weak coverage area.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
So evidently Barry is not home because he has great internet at home now.
Oh, that's good.
Good deal. Oh man, I'm still chipping up boxes, man. I filled up a. I thought today was the recycle bin day, but it wasn't. So I filled that sucker up with stuff, the cardboard and all that. Come to find out, it's next week. So now I got
Oh,
to empty all that out to get all the household recycles. So I'm blendering even the outside
yeah.
covering of this stuff to make room.
When we
We've
move,
still
I'm
got
gonna
so many more boxes to go. Oh
take all the
man.
boxes and cover the ground and
Yeah,
put, wood chips on it and start gardens and, for not next year, but the following year to,
certainly.
to expand it and all that stuff. And I'm
There's
going
a
to take,
lady. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
There's a lady here in Washington State. Her channel name is The Bonnet Mom. It's
Mm,
one word.
hmm.
Um, you might dig her channel, but she's out in the woods, and her husband has cut back some trees, and they live in a cabin, and that's how she started off last year with no dig, and
Hmm.
even in the forest floor of Washington, they grew some food.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, all of her stuff was like, how you lift up a sword fern and you rip
Uh-huh.
out all the old stuff. That's all of her compost, and my God, that method works.
Yeah.
It really does.
We're taking um, the soil, all the topsoil, and
Hmm.
using that for our garden that we scraped away for the house pad.
Okay,
So I'm going to get that tested and see what I need to add to that
I got
for
it.
our garden. But we have compost growing, or a big compost pile that I'm putting together out there, and we'll throw that on top and whatever we can. There is a mill, two mills close by. So there's one really close by that's like, I mean, they could dump tons of wood chips that
Sure.
um, I'll probably use under my chickens first, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then dump it onto the new garden area. Um, and, you know, wood chips and leaves and stuff like that. So if there's any of those bad worms in there,
Yeah. Hmm. They're gone with the
they're
chickens.
gone. The
They're
chickens will
Yeah.
take
gone.
care of them.
Take care of
Yeah.
that.
Can I
So,
can I can I the Bonnet Mom's channel? Can I tag it in here?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
she's a Washingtonian, and I like her channel. I really do. I enjoy her channel. She's also a freelance artist. She makes her own greeting cards and sells them and
Talk
things
about
like that.
food.
So why
Yeah.
no no wood chips? Is that what you're saying?
Or no cardboard.
Nor cardboard?
Oh.
Well, she put cardboard down in one of her videos. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or maybe know something else. Maybe know about the trial thing that Tibor was
yeah.
talking about. The when it comes to the wood chips and chickens, depending on how often you recycle it out and stuff, if it's got a lot of bird poo in it there, don't put it directly on the garden.
Yeah.
Give it several months sitting out there in a pile, and you may want to get one of those. They were used for deep root watering for trees. It's like a 3 foot long piece of 3/8 inch pipe. It has a little a bowl on it. We put fertilizer tablet in, hose on it, and you just go around. You stick shoot some water in it to keep it moist in there, because it's going to dry out quick once that chicken poo starts doing its stuff and without being
Yeah.
scratched up. You just keep it moist so it does it, but it doesn't get too hot,
Hmm.
and let it do its stuff, and then put it on the garden.
Yeah.
I posted the Bonnet Mom's channel here in there, and she showed. Last year was the first year that they did a garden when they put down all the cardboard, and then this year, boy, that stuff was almost completely consumed
Hmm.
from the earthworms and all that. But it was successful. They grew food and flowers
Yeah.
right on the forest floor here in Washington State, and
I think
Nice
it's. I
channel.
think
Nice channel.
Washington. I did it in Oregon, you know,
Uh-huh.
and I also did a lot of wood chips in Oregon, all over the place. And wherever I put wood chips, mushrooms came up everywhere, which is a good, you know. And it was so cushiony everywhere that once it, you know, the forest floor was just a cush, you know. And but I
Nice.
never had problem with the soil there, not a whole lot at all. But
Mhm.
it's that's going to be my challenge next year. I think when I garden is the soil, so we'll see what happens. Should be
I
interesting.
I think she would be, you know, you or Courtney or one of you guys who do interviews. I think she would be a good person to interview.
Oh, okay. I do interviews, but
Yeah,
Courtney does interviews too, I think.
sure.
She used to. I don't know if she's still doing it or not.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, her name is Allegra Rose Brown. She's an interesting character. Yeah, real solid mentally, down to earth. A mama of a couple young kids living out in a cabin with her husband and out
Okay.
on the. I think she lives out on the peninsula
She's
of
got a
Washington.
smaller channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah,
Check
she
her out.
was she was an army vet also. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's what she was saying no to. No on the recycling on the wrong day. LOL. Go out and
Oh.
pause out there. No, it's the wrong day.
Yeah. Oh no! Now I got to take all this stuff out of here and.
Yeah. No, it's so funny because we really close to our house have one of those. We have a convenience center garbage dump off. And they do recycling too at that convenience center. So I can dump off recycling and garbage anytime I want to.
We
when they're open.
yeah. We used to have that not far from the house, and to keep secrecy, whenever we bought a new firearm, I would take the cardboard box and dump it into one of those bins to get it away from the house, you know.
Yeah.
And darn it, they moved them. They're gone. They shut that program down.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Bob, you just take that cardboard box, you hose it down, get it soft several times, fold it up, and just put it in a bucket and just let it decompose over the winter.
Well, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing now is all these moving boxes. I know what you're saying. Yeah, but I went out and bought a $20 blender.
There you go.
I cut off. At first I started using just the corrugated cardboard in the center, but now I'm out of room, so I got to mush up all this stuff. I'm pouring it out in the backyard as basically cardboard fertilizer, you know. But I remove all the stuff like the decals, like this kind of stuff that goes in the trash, and the print and all that is going to go into the trash. But I'm going to give it a whirl. I fill up this a dozen times a day and walk it out there and just plop, 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 plop.
Bob, too bad you're in an area where you can't burn stuff, right? You're in the city, you can't burn.
Right.
Well, what my daughter does, she the shiny cardboard stuff, and then it's like the latent stuff you don't want to compost.
Yeah.
We have a 55-gallon barrel over there. She puts all that part into the barrel, and when she lights it up, that gets so hot it burns all that ink and stuff and just destroys the chemicals.
Yeah.
So that actually basically winds up some good pure ash, and she goes sprinkle out on the field.
Out there. Yeah. I've got that paint can emergency cook stove, and I've burned some of the rhododendron trimmings in it. And my wife says, "Well, just tear up the boxes and burn them all." Well, I could during the week when everyone's at work, you know, but it's like, I
didn't have any problems burning where I lived in the suburbs. The fire department would call and say, "Are you guys okay?" And we're like, "We're okay." "Okay, you're just burning, right?" "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
No, we got the big barbecue pit going, trying to get that green wood to burn.
Yep. I mean, you guys saw the fires that we.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine what my husband will do on the land?
And let me get back here, and I want to roast this hot
Let's have a
dog
bunch
here.
of people over. We need a bonfire.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well,
my
thing is with Mabel, he can actually dig a fairly decent long pit
goodness.
and just put the stuff in it, and that way it's controlled from spreading, and he can burn
Yeah.
it. And if you guys do it right, you can burn a lot of it. When it starts getting down low, turn the hose on it, and you got a ton of biochar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I started looking on the University of YouTube about what worms eat because I want to build the population of worms. That's the purest soil in the world, and
You're
all
really
that
going to
stuff.
have to watch it, Bob, though, with the, I was watching a lady from Portland. Those worms are really bad in the Northwest. What are those worms called, Gil?
And jumping worms.
Yeah. And they have a different ring on them.
They got the gray ring instead of the brown ring.
Yeah, and they are really bad. They'll eat all your plants and your roots of your
They'll
plants.
destroy all that nice luscious. They'll destroy it. They'll eat all the nutrients out of it and leave it so it's barren.
So, and they really like leaves. So I wouldn't do leaf mulch or any of that stuff. I would.
Oh,
Or you check. You go out there and you dig constantly. You check your worms. Either worms have the brown ring around them, you're good. But we got the ones that have the light gray or creamy colored ring on it.
Right.
Kill it.
I think the thing is they stay closer to the surface, so they're easier to get rid of.
Closer to the surface, which in areas like here where it gets really cold, it kills them. But in the climates where they don't get the freezing going down a foot or so, they thrive.
Yeah, there was a fella's channel I found. He's in Australia and he grows worms, and he did experiments with different types of paper, even the glossy magazines. You put that in newspaper and blah 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 blah, and you put a piece of carpeting over it, and worms will eat even those glossy magazines. They'll just disintegrate it, And he took a paper envelope with the plastic window in it, and after a couple of weeks, that the plastic was the only thing that was left. So that's when I went, I can make all this cardboard into a fertilizer, So boom, it's worth $20 for a little junky blender, and it takes forever, but it's okay.
Yeah, it makes great fertilizer. And I mean, even if you just lay it down and water it really well, those worms will come and eat it. Before you put anything on it, just put a lot of water. You want it soaking wet.
Yeah, they lay down flat.
Yeah, and then you put your leaves or whatever else you want on there. Your compost from the kitchen, and in the city you don't want to do what I do. I compost everything, but you don't want to do meat or any of that.
Right, rats.
You'll get rats.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to compost the meats and stuff, you got to almost bury it, like a hugelkultur. You bury it, let a couple of years. When it's down deep enough where it can go through it and
those are great for melon mounds. If you want to bury like if you get a chicken carcass or something like that, you put that for melons and things like that, or like 4 feet deep in the ground or under your garden space. You put some chicken, some eggshells and some bananas, peels and just a bunch of like leaves and compost and biochar in there, like burnt wood and stuff like that. Then just put the soil on top of that, grow something. You'll have the great way to put a fruit tree in, great way to put any of like melons or anything like that. They'll go wild.
Can a lawyer fit in there, you think? Or
a lawyer? I think so. But I don't really recommend that. I might get in trouble by saying that. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you just said for certain undesirables that you want that you're going to be bearing, remember to plant some endangered species plants on top of it so they can't go dig in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
is for
figure
entertainment purposes only, folks.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
yes,
It
we're
is.
not
We're just
serious.
goofing. Yeah. I get all this stuff spread out back there, and I'm going to start throw. I started throwing my coffee grounds out there, just
Yeah.
and you know how much it rains here. We'll get all that winter rain on there, and even if the worms don't eat it, that stuff will be soaked up by the.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the backyard just as it is with the buttercups and all that stuff. Man.
Yeah.
I love it. I just natural plants. Just leave it
Mhm.
alone.
And if your soil is lacking in the amount of worms it has
Mhm.
because of what the soil is, you can draw worms in. You take a cup of ammonia, add it to a gallon of water, and you just kind of spread it out over the area. The ammonia is like a catnip for worms. It's like, ooh,
Really?
ooh, and they just start coming running.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just learned something useful
Yeah.
today.
That-
That's very
I
good.
think
Very good.
I first heard that from Ron Netzel, the Green Wizard.
Mhm.
He was talking about it, and I read it. Then I went looking for it. I read, I'm researching.
Seymour, are you being serious? Or are you just being funny?
Hey, Gil, or hey, Skinner.
Hey, Skinner,
Lime Jello makes
great green worms.
make green worm.
They were talking about gummy worms above it. Yes, Barry
yeah.
said like
Oh,
gummy worms.
There's lots of green glow in the dark worms at Hanford, Washington, where they store all the nuclear waste. They just grow right out of the ground.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have a power outage, you go dig in the yard, you can put some of those worms in the jar,
Yeah.
bring it in the house, you have light.
Yep,
Hey,
light.
Skinner. Good to see you. I'll put the link in the chat in a minute. If anybody else wants to come up.
But I'm so excited about this now. I finally got a little plot of land.
We're excited for you.
I am
can't wait
so
to see what you
excited.
do.
I'm probably just going to start off with flowers.
Mm.
Different types of flowers, maybe a little bit of vegetable, but potted only. But Mrs. is just wanting beautiful, colorful flowers. So
Yeah.
you got it, baby.
Zucchini puts out nice, beautiful yellow flowers.
Mhm.
And when it's done, you just turn it right back into the ground and stuff, and it gives you some vegetation, and it breaks up the soil too.
Yeah,
Because all that stuff above the ground, it's doing the same thing underground.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Beans are great for, but yeah, wildflowers are really nice. I mean, so easy to just dump a bunch.
I saw in a magazine years ago a fella who bought a bunch of bulbs, flower bulbs, different ones, and he put them in a box and mixed them all up, and he just threw them out into his grass. And wherever they landed, he planted them, and then he included photographs of the next spring. It was gorgeous,
This is
man.
the time of year to do it. Yeah.
Right in the grass, and all those flowers coming up. It was like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I just got some wildflower seeds, just a couple little bags, and I'm just going to throw them out there in the property. More wildflowers, the better.
I think I saved the tools to be able to make my own paper flower pots. So you might have saw it on my channel where I experimented. I think I've still got those, but if not, I can just go down to the hardware store and pick up a couple of the same things. And I'll probably do that as it gets closer to spring and let them dry out and all that. I'm just so excited, man.
Hey,
it's exciting,
you're a
isn't it?
landowner now.
Yep. It's so different when you own the land and what you can do, and it's like nobody can tell you that you can't paint your wall black. Not that I would paint a wall black.
I
But,
get
you
you.
know,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far
Yeah.
as that kind of stuff goes.
Mhm.
Hi, Cornfed Live.
I've
Good to see
painted
you.
a lot of walls black for my haunted house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the tree that
If
I
I paint a
trimmed
wall black, it will be the chalkboard.
chalkboard. Yeah, the tree that I trimmed out in the front so that you could it was covering the front door so you couldn't see it from the street. So that was the first thing I did when I got over here. And yeah, I made sure there was lots of branches so we can put hanging baskets on them. That's Mrs. goes, "Oh, it'd be nice if we put some hanging baskets." And okay, baby,
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. You know.
Hey, corn-fed.
Yeah, hanging basket. I can go, like, I got huge, like mums, like this big around,
Oh wow.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Black-eyed
3 for
Susan.
$10 at the Amish place up the road. And they always have the most gorgeous baskets, but sometimes I have to um, put them in
Black-eyed
different
Susans.
soil, because they don't put them in the best soil all the time.
Black-eyed Susans. Thanks, Tibor. I'll look into that. One of the flowers that I love so much. It's a nice, beautiful ground cover. Is just nasturtiums. It brings the bees and the hummingbirds in, and that'll be part of my plan. Is get the bees and the hummingbirds used to coming here, and then maybe the year after go for vegetables. You know,
Nasturtiums are edible.
Yeah, they are.
So
good to see you.
I want to make sure we got those tree frogs, and if I can start getting worms to till the soil and bees coming, and man, long-term plan.
2 of the cutest little tree frogs. Hi, Skinner. In our
Josh.
in with my potatoes, and I felt bad because I buried one, and then I'm like trying to dig them out because I was adding soil to the potatoes, because they're indeterminate ones, so that I could add that soil to them. So I was adding more soil to it, so that grow more roots, so that grow more potatoes.
Right on. Yeah. Now it used to be. I got to check over there. It used to be where the waste, human waste treatment plant. They used to put. They used to have a 3-walled shed, and they'd just dump it out there for the public to come. I got to check into that and see. But that stuff, what I think I'll probably do with it is let it sit for about a year, like you would for bird poo. 2 years.
Human, because there's other stuff in there from the sewage treatment plant, because people flush their medications.
And women take birth control pills and they urinate all that out. That was a concern, but I thought for flowers it might be suitable.
Yeah.
The other thing too to consider on those is if you dump a bunch of the manure from the sewer treatment plant in an area, plant sunflowers there first. Let them sunflowers will pull any heavy metals, a lot of chemicals out of it, and then the sunflowers, once it's done, that's when you just put those in the trash can and let them go away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good tip. Tip. Yeah.
Yeah, sunflowers are great for doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. But
if you ever get like bad soil or bad stuff like that, sunflowers, or what else you can do? Sunflowers or potatoes, but you don't want to eat them.
Right.
Because they'll draw that stuff out too.
Yeah.
Any root vegetable will, but I mean, what's the point of doing that? Because
sunflowers send down a deep root too.
Yeah.
So they'll pull not just surface stuff out, that contaminants. They'll go pull deep stuff out.
Yeah.
And, now the only time you're not going to throw the seeds away is if you're going to do the same thing again the following year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you just plant those seeds again and let it pull up, and after you get your soil cleaned, then you
Yeah.
Off they go.
Yeah.
When I was on Shadow Scouts live last Saturday, there's a regular lady who's a co-host with him, and she was asking if I could make a video of the little tree frogs that I've got out here. I'll get out there because there's so many of them.
They're so
I,
cute, aren't they?
They are, Laura. They're only like that big. They're
Oh, I know.
little,
Mine too. Mine
aren't
too.
they? They're gorgeous. I think and every one of them that I've seen so far is a different color than the last one.
Mm-hmm. I think they're different colors, different times of year. Mine are, anyways.
Okay.
Um,
Hang on here.
I have a video. This one looks silver. It's so cool. Can you guys see that? It's just, he's sitting right
there
on.
he is.
Yes.
Yeah. And he looks silver. He's right here. It's just so
Nice.
cute.
Yeah. I had almost every night I get at least one of them that there's a tiny gap under the garage door right over there that come bouncing in. It's like, okay, dude. Well, I found last night 2 of them came in and I could only catch one, and another one was laying on the floor right over there this morning, and he was really dehydrated.
Oh.
But he was still alive. So I took him and dropped him out on the rainy grass, and like, good luck to you, buddy. Come back.
How you doing, Skinner?
I'm good.
Good.
You're good? Okay.
I'm trying to answer messages on here.
Just on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob, just be careful of those tree frogs. If you get ones that are really bright.
Oh no, and I know what a poison dart frogs look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're really brilliant colors, you'll only touch it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, been there, done that. Well,
Have you? What happened to you?
no, I haven't done that. But you were gone for that live when my little chair force friend over here seen my injury.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen the pretty little frogs, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
look at here, come here, little buddy, come here, little nugget. No, don't do that.
And not to a poison dart frog. No, man.
Mhm.
You only do that one time, and it's over.
Yeah, you're done. He gone.
He's gone.
No, I was trying to look at a few comments on here and listen to all y'all, and
Oh yeah.
I can't. I'm not a multitasker.
Yeah. Most men aren't. It's okay. We'll give you a break. We'll multitask for you.
Yeah.
She's
I can't multitask very well either. I was in a live today, and I was talking to Andale, and I'm like typing something in, and she's like, "You gonna finish your sentence?" I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm typing.
Amy's horrible about that. She's like, "Hey,
Squirrel."
what do you think about having this for?" And she's on her phone. I'm like, "Having what? What was I saying? I don't know.
I do
got
that all the time to my husband.
this." I'm like, she's. Well, I don't know what I was saying.
It's
I don't
why
either,
we
'cause
can
you got-
multitask, but it's called spaghetti brain. And I have it. I have spaghetti brain.
Oh, you bouncing out, Barry? Okay.
And that's,
See you,
that's
Barry.
another thing. Trying to listen to you guys, read this, answer that.
Mm-hmm.
This.
Well, I just ordered some 12 gauge aluminum wire. I sent all my aluminum wire with the to my nieces overseas, but I got an azalea, and 2 azaleas out there that I trimmed them way back, and I thought I would try my hand at making them kind of into bonsai.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you want aluminum. I was like, I can get you. I can get you all a 12 gauge copper you want. I understand now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a channel I really enjoy watching. I've mentioned its channel before. It's Heron Bonsai. That Japanese guy, he lives
Yeah.
in England, and he makes any kind of tree into a bonsai.
You can
Any kind.
do that with fruit trees. Yeah, you can do
Mm-hmm.
that with all kinds of trees.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like somebody do it with a fruit tree. I think it was an apple tree, and they just one shoot up, and then the branches came out, and they had it against a wall, and it looked really cool, and it gave lots of fruit. And so,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
just really cool looking, you know.
The thing I've heard though
Oh.
about the the bonsai trees giving fruit and stuff, you really got to keep up on their the nutrients and stuff for them
Hmm.
because they because they're suck a lot of stuff out to produce all that
Yeah.
fruit.
And if you're planting a fruit tree, you got to remember to water it, you know. Like a lot of people just plant a tree and they forget about it because they see these trees surviving everywhere. And it's like, no, a fruit tree or anything like that should be watered for like, 3 years or so.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep it well watered but not over watered.
Yeah. That's why those bags are so great. I don't know if you guys have heard of those bags that you put around the tree and you put the water in the tree in the bag, and then it's got like little like holes or something where it can draw it like a straw. The tree can draw it like a straw, which is really cool.
Now,
So
you have to use that when you first plant the tree, or
you can use that when you first plant the tree.
okay, well, see, mine are all mature enough to grow fruit. They didn't this year.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Done anything this year, but
You could do it like, I mean, I was thinking about doing it even after the trees are established here.
These are on the tree that I cut way back. It's in the front yard. This is the
Yeah.
leaf. Do you guys know what kind of a tree this is? I'm
Do you
certainly
have-
not going to eat them, but
I would not eat that.
no,
Don't eat
that's it. No.
Those are poison.
Yeah, they're poisonous. If you have Google on your phone, you can take a picture of that a lot of times, and Google will give you the answer.
At first, I thought it looks so very similar to a dogwood, but
Yeah,
I've never seen a dogwood grow anything like this before.
No,
no,
But I certainly won't eat them because this is not nightshade, but they sure look like it. You
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah, I
stuff
would-
that the anybody out there.
we have them here too, Bob. I just can't remember what
yeah, we have them here too.
tree that is, but I know they are. I do know they are poisonous.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I cannot remember what is that tree called.
I can't remember either.
Is Courtney going to be live later?
Yes,
I think so.
I'm getting ready to put her link up in here. So in about
Yeah, I'm gonna
5-10 minutes, I'll throw her link up so anybody can get ready for that.
Yeah.
I'll show this. I'll show this on her live too, in case anybody out there.
It's
might
too bad
know what
Howie's
that
not here anymore. He would probably know.
Show me the leaf again, Bob.
Oh, these are the leaves. They're very similar to a dogwood's leaf, but they're not green anymore. Of course, they're going to fall off. But
It almost looks like no, that's not. No,
very coarse bark, very coarse. Yeah, I think I'll take some of the branches on that tree and the two azaleas below it,
Mhm.
and see if I can wire them to get them to shape them. You know, that would look interesting from the street. You know, because I think it would be a nice selling point because we're going to live here for just a few years and then bounce out. If I could get something that looks like that. No.
Bob, CB had some advice for you.
Yeah.
Hugo Homestead.
What I don't see CBs.
Well, it's
Hugo Homestead.
Oh, who? Okay.
Those are the ones you offer to marauders.
Oh,
LOL. Here's some berries for you.
yeah. Maybe make it into a fruit punch or something. Here, you guys thirsty?
That's not very. That's not very hygge of you, Hygge.
Okay. Okay. Maybe some of those kids from Portland and Seattle who wear black hoodies, hey, you guys
Mhm.
thirsty?
Yeah.
Here's a new flavor of Kool-Aid.
Yeah. There you
Straight from the DNC.
go. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not bush
These
honey.
comments have been just for entertainment comedy purposes only.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just joking around.
Yep.
I'd never do anything like that.
Definitely not like. It's definitely not bush honeysuckle gear.
Japanese honeysuckle? Maybe? I think that might be, if I can get some of the branches on that tree and the azaleas underneath it to be shaped, we're only going to live here for a few years and then bounce. And, I think that might be nice to see from the road with a for sale sign out in the front.
Yep.
Oh, I got a tooth pulled today. That was fun.
No, that's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it was in fact
Honeysuckle.
Japanese honeysuckle. It was
No.
infected.
I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, me too.
It was infected, and I tell you what, I thanked the doc and the assistant. I said, "Man, you guys did this pretty painless, but I thank you for getting that thing out of there." I've been,
It's
Yeah.
not showing the berries on that.
Honeysuckle. Yeah, it's not showing any berries on the honeysuckle.
It's not a honeysuckle at all. It's
Yeah,
we have them here.
Oh.
I cannot remember the name of the.
Poison ivy,
no.
red bush. Kind of looks like.
let me see.
Oh, it does look like honeysuckle forest form. Let me see if I can share that.
But this is a tree, right, Bob?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I found a photograph that looks like the berries. I just typed in Washington State tree with red berries. So
It's on a tree. It's not on a bush.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think it's a hawthorn.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can blow
I
this
can
up.
see why they said honeysuckle though. Because there's
I'm going to share this, Laura.
okay. Go ahead.
There you go. That's hawthorn there, Bob.
Yeah.
Can you let me
See, the
get
honeysuckle has a leaf that looks like what you were showing, Bob.
let's see. What's the honeysuckle or the hawthorn? This is the
Oh.
leaf right here.
Okay, no, that's not this leaf here. That's not this
Yeah.
leaf.
Mm-mm.
No, that's
So look at no.
no.
Now these leaves have changed color, of course, because they're getting ready to drop off. So
Put that
Yeah.
leaf back up there again, Bob.
okay, like that.
That looks a little bit, but it's not. Your
not
leaf
it.
is more rounded. Your leaf is more rounded than this other one.
Oh,
Okay. Because a lot of these, the leaf has a little jagged going around the edges of it, just a little
yeah,
bit.
these are very
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
That's
So this is. Let's see what you guys are seeing. Here. See that? That looks more
Yeah.
like a leaf, and that's
Yeah.
that's the honeysuckle.
A honeysuckle.
Mhm.
Oh,
But is that a tree or just a vine bush?
it's a vine bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Now this thing is a regular tree with really deep, thick bark. It's like a Japanese honeysuckle. Oh, no, this is not a parasitic vine at all. It's a tree.
Foraged honeysuckle. But see, it looks like a honeysuckle. I don't think that they're just a bush. I think that they can grow to be. See, Japanese honeysuckle has white little flowers on it in the spring.
Mhm.
Oh, here's a honeysuckle tree. Um, can you guys see it down here? Right here. This is a honeysuckle tree. It's hold on.
Let me
Let me pop that picture up. There you go.
oh no, that looks a lot like it.
Yeah.
Let me take a look on my laptop here. Honeysuckle tree.
It's a arum honeysuckle tree.
That looks really
See if
close.
we visit that.
But the cluster of the way the leaves or the
Mm-hmm.
grow doesn't look the same to me.
Bush.
The Tibor says Japanese honeysuckle is not a vine bush; it grows into a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me do a Google on that. We're getting it narrowed down here, guys.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Let me go ahead and I'm going to drop Courtney's link now.
Okay.
So there's Courtney's link in 13 minutes.
Yep.
Japanese honeysuckle tree. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. I think that's what it is. Invasive bush honeysuckle, Western Pennsylvania. No, that's
They can be
no,
invasive.
that's no. Yeah.
Hey, Stardew Homestead.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, boom!
Oh.
Joe just nailed you.
No. Thank you so much, Jiho.
Right on, Joe.
So that's added to that 20. Was it 26? That
Yep.
makes it $29.
I'm rich today.
Hey, Gray Wolf. Gray Wolf
That's so very
Outdoors
sweet.
Homestead.
Hey, Gray Wolf. Good to see you in here.
Yeah, see, this is not this is an actual tree. So I got there's so many different types of stuff out there. Wow. Yeah, no, these leaves don't look like it. Okay. I think I'll go back to Washington State tree with red berries and start from there.
Yeah, that's what I tried doing too. Is, they were trying to show me edible berries and stuff as well, and so probably, Bob, the best thing you can probably do is how far are you away from the local community college?
There's an extension of Washington State. They do agricultural experiments out here, but I don't know how to find someone to talk to.
Well, yeah, if you can find the address, call them up, whatever. Say, hey, can I bring a branch by to find out what type? And just cut off a small piece, about a foot
that's
long,
good.
and just take it over there and say, what is this? Are these berries edible?
You can like with some Google things take a picture. Yes, Skinner.
No, I'm sorry, I was pointing the wrong way. Those here that I've seen are no, do not eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that looks that pretty, I'm not gonna eat it. No way. That's nature's way of telling you, this is too pretty. Don't eat it.
The birds eat it, but it doesn't mean it's okay for you to eat.
Right.
Correct.
And maybe
right.
certain animals can process it, just can't. Okay.
It's a mystery. We'll get this mystery solved like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't be,
and we'll have the answer later on when Bob
Exactly,
comes back
Josh.
with the information next week.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheeny.
Species in here.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's a type of, might be some type of a hawthorn because the berries look correct on a hawthorn, but the leaves don't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Shani says, cotton Easter. Not sure.
There you go, Bob. Is pop it open and see if the seeded hook is hook shaped.
Oh, the seed.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what Tibor says.
I might have to glove up to that if this stuff is toxic. I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Definitely do that, but I don't know.
All right, I'm going to drop out of here and get something to eat before Courtney's. And so I'll see everybody over there at Courtney's late. How many lates on there? Late talk.
Okay.
All right, see y'all over there.
It is almost
Here you going.
10 o'clock.
It's
Yeah.
almost 11 o'clock here until next Friday, I think. Then I go back to Central Time.
Oh, okay.
Late.
Triple extra late. Mhm.
Triple X late.
No, you don't want to click on that.
No, none of that. None of that. I'm excited to have Stardew next week, Wednesday, at 1 o'clock on my live. I'm going to interview him and his channel. So
He seems like he's a pretty got it together guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Would you like to be interviewed on my channel on Saturday morning? A Saturday morning?
A Saturday morning, yes. My husband will probably be home.
Good. I would like to have you and Chris both up there.
Okay.
We had a really good talk in Kentucky.
Yeah, just give us a good heads up because Chris likes a good heads up on things. So hopefully he's home, but most likely he's home on Saturday morning.
I'll send you all an email.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay.
Then we can set it up. If it has to be a month down the road, we can do a month down the road.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a month, but like a week.
But we can set it up.
Yep.
And interview y'all on my channel on Saturday morning when we do our thing.
Yeah, that would be great.
I think I'm gonna step out and take my fat behind the bed.
See you.
All right, Josh.
Good night.
Good to see you again,
Sleep well, Josh.
I'm not a crook.
Richard Nixon. I remember that.
Yeah.
I am not a crook.
Thanks for having me up for a few, Laura.
Yeah, of course.
Bob, good to see you, and I hope to see y'all soon.
Yep. Bye.
Later, Josh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it anyways,
Okay.
and we'll see you guys over at Courtney's. It gives us some time to grab a cup of coffee or whatever we need to do.
Yep, freshen
Bless
up.
you guys. Thank you all for coming out, and
Thanks, Laura.
We'll see you over there too. Bye.
Later, bye. All right.